All right, good people. Today, let's talk about taxes, specifically property taxes. Very important that you pay your property taxes. And if you know me by now, you know I got a lot of stories, and that's how I tell my life. So these things all really happen. So, taxes. So I get a call the other day from one of my tenants, and he says, "Hey, I got my mom at the house, and she just received a foreclosure notice." And I laughed at him. I'm like, "Yeah, all right." He's like, "No, man, I'm serious. I got a foreclosure notice, and the house is about to be foreclosed on." So I said, "The house is not about to be foreclosed on. Taxes are current. They've been current. But tell you what, send me the information. Send me whatever paperwork that they said they have for you. I'll take a look at it." So we did. When I looked at it, it was legit. It was from the county, Bernard J. Youngblood official foreclosure notice. So I immediately go online. I look at the city, and the city is current, completely current. I think it went back 10 years or something like that. 2010, bill paid, bill paid. So I took a screenshot of that, sent that to my tenant to calm him down, to let him know that all the taxes are paid. So I then called the county, which after a half hour on hold, somebody picks up, they look at it like, "Yep, it's about to be in foreclosure. You got to pay us like $1,300 plus another $700, like $2,000 I would have had to pay by November 30th. And I said, "Ma'am, I got all these receipts. I got everything that say I paid. So can you explain to me how this happened?" And she says, "Well, you got to call the city, because the city tells us. We just act on what the city says." So I call the city. And when I call the city, I tell them, "Hey, here's what's happening." And they say, "Oh, well, what's the address?" They look it up. "Oh, yeah, it's all paid." We'll send an email to the county, let them know that everything's good to go. And I'm like, "Wait, this is way too easy. Is this something that happens?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, all the time. Happens all the time." And I'm thinking, like, how can this happen all the time? Like, you just canceled Christmas for me. I mean, really? I ain't got a couple thousand laying around I could just send here and there and just be okay with it. So anyway, sent the email to the county. Hopefully that all works out. But the whole pipeline started because on that specific property, I think on that specific property, there's a mortgage on it, and they have an escrow, and they got the notice, and so they paid. They paid the money. So I had to call the mortgage company and say, "Everything is good, it's paid. Please get a refund or cancel that payment." "Oh, well, we need the county to call us to tell us that you're paid." I said, "Ma'am, I got all that info. I got an email. Can I send it to you?" "Well, sir, if you could fax it." I'm working from home. Fine, got to fax it. Fax it over, send it to them so they'll reverse that. Just to wrap this all up, because this just happened to me, but to wrap this all up, number one, pay your taxes. Make sure your taxes are always paid. Don't skirt, don't wait, don't try to get over on tax. Pay your taxes. Secondly, keep a record of your taxes or a place where you can go, even if it's online. Go online, look at that main page, print that page, and file it somewhere. Because these folks will come looking for you and tell you that you owe something that you don't owe. And if you don't have a way to tell them that you paid, you stuck. So, moral of the story is keep a good record of what you have when it comes to your house, even if it's escrow or anything else, and continuously follow up. Always get an email, always get names of the people you talk to. Very important stuff. Again, this lady told me, so nonchalantly, this happens all the time. So just take heed, and that's this week's Dad Talk. So I'll let y'all later.